Excerpt from The Propriety of Life, a book by the Lebanese philosopher Kamal Joumblat, The Propriety of Feeling. Expression of feelings has its discipline. One of its basics is that one should not be deceived by external pleasure believing that it is based on sensory objects. In comparison, it is like an insect that is supposed to be attracted to a small parcel of butter that is placed above its nose, but the insect believes that the smell of the butter is coming from a front place, so it seeks it. If you enjoy something, always remember that pleasure or ecstasy that you feel emerges from your inner self, and it's manifested in you. However, external objects are just occasions that allow this pleasure to come into view. Once you become aware of the reality of happiness, you will avoid any reaction to external pleasure such as pain, depression, and disappointment. At this point, you will not be attracted to external happiness or limited pleasure that is bounded by time, place, and relativity. You will surpass this limitation towards unlimited pleasure, this deep inner peace from which springs of joy and pleasure flow. Then there will be a desire for every goal, a spontaneous discipline that you try to target where the nature inside you experiences itself in your body. So you will release yourself from extravagance and violation on one hand, and from slavery to desires on the other hand. Consequently, you will attain full enjoyment through controlling all your thoughts and desires. You will maintain a sound mind and a balanced disposition. Nevertheless, any extravagant behavior will lead to mental and physical disorder. As a result, one will suffer pain, confusion, and lack of self-esteem. You need to know that the law of your happiness or sorrow that is revealed through simple laws and morals cannot be separated from the law of creation. It is the same law that includes ethics and all the laws that rule body and spirit. No wonder why natural disasters happen. Brutal wars wage and fatal diseases spread when some nations suffer moral stagnation. These nations have brought punishment to themselves due to their violation for the laws of nature. Matter influences soul, as soul influenced matter. Both are opposites existing through contrast and perfection, in the same way the intense and the refined meet face to face according to the renowned rule of dialectic. Both matter and soul have one origin that surpasses them in the oneness of existence. Finally, we should never forget that the law of causality governs everything in the exterior world as well as the interior one. Everything is under the control of that law. Hence, all experiences and ordeals that we undergo on both individual and social level are the result of cause-effect relationship, the result of our previous actions. A person should blame nobody but himself. Know that when you feel pleasure, your feeling of ecstasy occurs when your mind is totally inactive, allowing your inner pleasure to appear. Then you may discern that the ego that seems to have been satisfied undoubtedly did not exist at the time of happiness. Therefore, man's happiness cannot be complete unless the mind becomes inactive, even for a while. From this point, we realize how illogical it is to think that thought and feelings can achieve happiness. When the mind becomes completely calm and peaceful, man can experience his real being and happiness through the existence of things. Nevertheless, the being is one that cannot be separated. According to the above explanations, we discern how the present physical and mental civilization can spread serious mental and psychological ailments through its dominance over man's thoughts and feelings by fulfilling his desires. Such civilization motivates one's emotions and thoughts, leaving them in a state of confusion. Besides, it makes man believe wrongly that his infinite happiness is attained from the outer man. However, happiness cannot be achieved unless man's mind is calmed down in a way that keeps the self in harmony without being influenced by external attractions. Thus, happiness is the outcome of his harmony, this inclusive music that is manifested in the universe and in man. At the end, it is essential to emphasize the impact of some amusement centers, nightclubs, that show violent and exciting scenes which are evident in our modern life. These scenes lead to a state of disturbance in the inner man and cause him to lose emotional and mental harmony, which is basic for a sound body and mind.